County, please rise from your seats as I present the head of the Supreme Court of Equestria, Judge Paleo Stenner.
That's not even an official judge's.
You may now be seated.
That's not even an official judge's.
Please turn all phones on silent, because if we do hear a phone out there, our judge will have me take it from you.
Uh-oh.
So be careful. All right, now I present to you our esteemed lawyers, Panama Mac, with his coffee that he got 2 minutes before the panel.
Of course you did.
Saber Spark.
Look at how he's dressed for this.
AC Race Best.
Okay.
And Silver Quill. Ladies and gentlemen, court is now in session.
All right. For our first case,
Your Honor, I object.
shut up. For our first case, it's going to be Applejack has been money laundering
Oh no.
for Sweet Apple Acres.
Whoa, that's a serious accusation there.
Wait, who's defending?
Please sit.
Your Honor, if I may, it's allegations of money laundering.
Allegations of money laundering.
It's not proven yet, right? Yeah, well, it's not proven yet, so
I don't know.
it's only alleged.
He's actually,
Alleged.
He's actually, I think, licensed to practice law. I think.
Test. Oh, never mind. I've been informed that we're actually going after her. So yes, no, money laundering. Okay.
Oh, whoops!
All right, we are defending you. We are your lawyers. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry you
We
forgot
are,
your
we are your
statement.
defense. I do believe our esteemed colleagues over here will be prosecuting you today.
That is correct.
All right, so I do believe opening statements from you and your legal counsel.
Not even.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I have to step in and occasionally help the judge. He's still learning.
Opening statement, please.
Well, first off, I'd like to thank you all for being here today. I know that it's never an easy thing when you receive your jury summons. However, that being said, I want you all to make some noise as we go after this one.
How dare you!
No, make some noise! I think we all know that there's been something fishy, appley, going on at Sweet Apple Acres. Shh. You see, it's been suspicious. How can one family go for generations, with money for a farm in this economy? Are you kidding me? There's clearly some background stuff going on here. And here today, we're going to be getting to the bottom of it. You're going down, Applejack.
Indeed. How can one family go for so long? Through tumult, through loss, through Paris sprites and dragons, through a really douchey centaur, and all the manner of destruction around them. I put to you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, that this member of the proud Apple family, who has been there before there was even a Ponyville, has done everything to be a pillar of strength and support in our community. And now here our opponents seek to bring her down to smear their good names of the element of honesty. Irony! And we posit to you, ladies and gentlemen, that the Apple family is not only innocent, but worthy of celebration for all that they have done for Ponyville and Equestria.
What was that?
Save her.
I'm glad to see the defense is completely focused on this case.
Yes.
For the record, I'm her official lawyer. He's county appointed.
What county is that?
Couldn't tell.
Okay.
You can tell by the way he's dressed.
Prosecution.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Doing anything but gaming right now.
I'd like to open the questions with Applejack herself, as you would be the person most knowledgeable about the goings-on of the Apple family farm, would you not?
Of course. Of course. I mean, of course. Yes.
Now, how long has this farm been in your family?
Like a lawyer.
Generations. Do you see how big we are?
Actually, I don't know how big are you.
Large.
Better call Saul.
And your farm works primarily on apples?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Apple cider?
Apple vinegar.
Zap apple jam?
Apple pie.
Pears?
How dare you?
Please answer the question,
Apple
Miss
brown
Applejack.
There's the legacy of love and honesty, and you know what? It's a little personal for me again.
I understand there is some history, so let's move on to a more particular fruit of choice. How about oranges?
First of all, how dare you?
Objection.
I thought this was supposed to be professional.
Objection. The prosecution is comparing apples to oranges.
That's off to that.
Overruled.
And on that note,
Does your farm sell oranges?
What? Sorry.
Does your farm sell oranges?
No.
Does it sell any other fruit besides apples or apple-based products?
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
So how do you explain the carrot barn on the back 40 of your farm?
Listen. It is all right to expand and try new things. You are pressuring me. I don't like you.
I'm not meant to be liked. I'm meant to get to the truth.
Well, I am the
section,
absolute
looking over.
most honest, loyal pony there ever was, so it's fine.
What business are you conducting in the carrot barn?
Apple business and maybe some intertwines. I don't know.
You don't know what's going on in your own farm.
he's being hostile to our witness here, to our. Let's step back a bit, all right? Let's
Yeah.
keep things focused.
Well,
You're
thanks,
attacking her a bit.
Is this better?
No.
Can you actually
better?
go over there and make sure this man
Better?
doesn't attack our
Better?
How about you try a little bit over there?
Yeah. This is a bit uncomfortable. Thank you.
Howdy, Miss Bailiff. How are you? Get better if your mic was on. Miss Applejack, I have one final question for you, for the moment. By what lawful right do you claim ownership of the Apple family farm?
Have you ever? Oh my God! Do you not see my family? Do you
I'm the
not
one
think
asking
we're
the questions
related?
here.
What? I'm sorry. What?
I am the one asking the questions here.
Well, I'm sorry.
Objection.
Stupid.
We're going to ask questions too.
Overruled. You'll have your turn. Isn't Granny Smith the lawful owner of the farm currently?
And am I not her grandchild?
I've not done any DNA testing. Is there something I should know about?
Objection. Fanfic theory.
Sustained. You know, hard to top that one. I think I have no further questions at this point. I'm gonna let that one sit for a minute.
Applejack,
Yes.
how long has your family been operating in Ponyville? Your heritage, your family, your lineage goes way back. I believe before even Ponyville even existed.
Yeah, especially since the start of the season.
Start of the season, it sounds like Ponyville would not have made it if it wasn't for the Apple family. What we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is not an attack on this very innocent, wholesome pillar of our society, but an attack on all of us from the white man. All right? Yes. You You want the Applesphere yourself. Big Apple corporation industry lobbyist scum. All right? Just say, let's call a spade, all right?
Object, Your Honor, mischaracterized the evidence. I used Microsoft.
Microsoft. Word. Loyalty to our community. Money laundering? What are you talking about? And if there was money laundering, it was a means to an end to survive, to support the community, to make sure that her little sister could go to school and get that cutie mark. Is there anything more American than that? But no, we got these lobbyists from cancer lots coming to our town, trying to condemn our hard workers, to put food on the table for all of you. Is that right? No, it is not. It is an attack on all of us, from them.
Oh, God.
I am, Jack. Okay. I was maybe a little rough earlier. I apologize for that. I just, we all want to see, the law be followed. Is that right? Do you like the law, Applejack?
No. The law.
I like loyalty.
Do you like
You don't seem
following?
very loyal for someone that's fed you all these years.
And thank you, by the way.
Anytime, sugar.
What about rules, though? Do you like to follow rules?
Well, sometimes to make change in this world, you gotta bend a couple of them, but it's okay to have carrot infused. Have you seen these people moving forward with their lives and they're like, I want apple infused this and this with this and this and the kale.
It's gotta be rough.
Oh, extremely. You wouldn't know about that though.
I would not. But that's what I'd like to ask about. I'd like to focus a little bit on going back to the carrot farm. When did the family decide that they wanted to get into the carrot farming business?
Maybe season 10. You weren't there.
I always have to ask. I sometimes forget. Now, when the Apple family got into the carrot farming business, by chance, were there any permits that were required for such business?
Absolutely, like I always keep telling you. Do you remember?
No.
Oh. Well, that is tragic. Did you pass school?
No.
Understand.
Thank
It's
you.
okay, I was homeschooled too, it's fine.
Thank you. The problem is that we've all come to accept the carrot farm here. However, in 2008, carrots were outlawed in Ponyville.
Since when?
2008.
Prove that. Nope, that's not true. I need a source for that. Carrots were outlawed? Proof?
I got your source.
Proof.
Wikipedia.
All right,
One second.
hold up there.
One second. Wait, I gotta get on there real quick.
Pulling it up.
Hold it.
That's false evidence.
I'll get you your source.
Source?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do it right now.
I don't see it.
Wait,
Maybe you didn't give up their carrots.
it's coming. Do you have it?
Boom.
See? All right. Let the judge see.
Is that a word dog?
There you go.
Word out, tampered with
Illegal
evidence.
money laundering scheme. Carrots bad. That's all I gotta say.
Good defense. Good job. 10 out of 10. Done.
Miss Jack, may I call you Apple?
Yes.
All right. Apple. Jack. Have the police in Ponyville ever come to you talking about that carrot farm or any violation of this supposed law?
The pony lease have never showed up.
The pony leaves.
Does Ponyville actually have any police?
No.
Debatable. I don't know. Never seen them, so I wouldn't know.
I would submit to the court that Ponyville has exactly 0 police, which is why they needed a mass superhero to save everyone. Does anyone object?
No objections, but what's your point?
The objection is, if one declares a law but does not enforce it, then is it truly a law?
Your Honor, I might be mistaken about the nature of the proceedings here today, but I think we're here to enforce the law against Applejack. I think that's what we're doing.
Just a law against me?
It's a law against her.
No, it's a law against
I
her
thought this
carrots.
was against the Apple family. The Apple family. This wholesome family that has been there since the beginning, a pillar. And yet suddenly, when it's convenient, we invoke a law that no one cared about. When it's convenient for a mass production company, suddenly it's the law. When it's convenient that one of them doesn't even want to bring a tie to a courtroom.
Hey, shut up!
Actually, I would like opposing counsel to come up here.
Wait a minute, who's on your shirt? Who is on your shirt?
I will have you
This
know.
is a court over whose best pony is not Applejack. That's exactly what this is.
Maybe. Why am I getting up?
What? First of all, look at this tummy. Look at this tummy. Do you know what this is full of? Apples. Even this family feeds their own opponents, and yet suddenly we invoke a law that doesn't belong. We invoke a law that we never cared about. Oh, how convenient.
Someone's badge just fell off.
I move that a law that has not been enforced in several generations, therefore, is not truly a law at all. And also, Miss Applejack, have you ever advertised that you're selling carrots?
No, we're called. My name is Applejack. Carrot Jack, who are you? Hello, no.
Yes. And is your farm called Sweet Apple Carrot Acres?
No.
So about sweet carrots. So I ask, from where do these accusations stem?
Despite not selling carrots, my eyesight is really good, and it's still sweet apple acres.
I believe we're getting to the roots of this problem. And I can promise you, members of the jury, that even if these charlatans somehow manage to smear our good Apple's name, we'll reverse that on appeal.
My closing statements.
The points of opposing counsel are well taken. At the same time, he asks what advertisement. I point to the giant carrot-shaped silo in the back 40 of Sweet Apple Acres. The same farm that Applejack herself testifies does not sell carrots, yet is built for apple-related purposes. She cannot attest to the source of the money, she cannot attest to the nature of the business, and yes, the law may not be enforced often, but how often have you seen carrots sold in Equestria? The Apple family has cornered the market of produce in this area, and they're moving into other areas through their carrot distribution. We haven't had to enforce the law because no one's tried to break it before. So, I leave it up to you, the members of the jury, to deliberate and consider carefully the evidence that's been presented. We're not saying Applejack's a bad pony. We're just saying that the course of conduct she embarked on to expand the business wasn't following the proper procedures. And with that, we rest our case.
It took me a moment. Took me a moment to kind of see through your little disguise here. I mean, I thought we already had an episode about this, but I guess it's rerun time, right? I saw on your lapel two little F's. Flim and Flam? Excuse me? Who are you working for? The Flim and Flam brothers are at it again
We are working
to
for the
run
crown, Mr.
the Apple
Spock.
family out of Ponyville. A family who has been here for generations, putting apples on their plates, putting our children through school for their cafeteria food. I mean, do you want to live in a Ponyville where we do not have the Apple family? No. What else do you want? You don't want that. What do you want, a big corporate flim-flam industry pumping stupid Apple products in your face? No, we don't want that. We do not want that. If there was any money laundering involved, it came from a very good place to survive, to pay for repairs, to pay their taxes to the people of Ponyville, to build a town, a city, a community. All right? So you with your $10 suit coming in here, working for the Flim Flam Brothers.
More than you paid for yours.
Listen, all right? I'm too busy spending my money to buy apples to support this wholesome family. A family with a grandmother, a brother, 2 sisters who work together. And if I am correct, you actually are one of the pillars who you work with Princess Twilight, do you not?
I do, the Princess of Friendship. You want to ruin friendship?
Right, and also I believe we've stopped a few foes in our time here in Equestria.
You dang diggity right, I sure have saved Ponyville multiple times and you over here trying to ruin
The money laundering, if it is actually, for real, came from a place of her trying to roll with the punches of fighting monsters from Equestria and trying to defeat the people of Ponyville and stopping corporate lawyers like you. I rest my case.
Okay, members of the jury, which are all of you right here, who finds in favor of Applejack? Who finds in favor of these people? Applejack is not guilty.
Way to go, Applejack!
See, it's just like real court. Actually.
All right, our next case is against Rainbow Dash.
Uh-oh.
Thank you.
It's for speeding.
Of course. Of course. Of course it is.
Right, opening statements for the
We will be prosecuting this case.
prosecution.
Yeah, good luck.
Opening statements. Go for it.
Of course.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. That's the mantra of many speedster, oddly blue speedsters, including our client, or this one. The accused is accused of multiple speeding tickets all over Equestria, endangering the lives of others, damaging property with sonic rain booms, and supposedly giving rude gestures as she flies by legal institutions. Now I ask you, is that what we are to expect from one of the defenders of Equestria?
No.
Are such held above the most basic laws of safety and decency?
No.
I'm glad you're agreeing with me. That makes this really easy. And so we put that we will hold this pony accountable for the speed ticket so that no pony, even an element of harmony, even a friend of the Princess of Friendship, is not above the law. Bam.
Ponies of Ponyville. Do we like our freedom or do we like our freedom?
Yeah.
When ponies aspire to be whatever it is, be that their cutie mark driven selves or maybe something away from that, we've learned over the years that we really need ponies to be able to just be themselves. And how do we push the limits? Then by pushing the limits. The speed limits. You see, Rainbow Dash here, she's not a bad pony. In fact, she has done so much, that's right, she has done so much for the community. So much. And where has a lot of that come from? The speed. You do not want to hone this down. You do not want this pony to be accused of breaking the law by speeding. And we're here to prove that.
That's it. What that is or different.
Badesh, how are you?
I'm doing fine.
No, I'm glad you made it in time for our case. Did you rush over here? Did you speed to the courthouse?
I don't really think you're obligated
Take
to
an
say
Uber?
that to me.
A taxi? Or did you fly? You flew fast.
I mean, I flew fast.
Disregarding traffic laws, and I know laws are meant to be broken? Is that what you said? Okay, a little bit chaotic. I guess you've been hanging out with Discord as of late.
Patron pony of lawyers.
I want to bring up a previous. We've had you in court before, Miss Dash. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Objection. Relevance is a prior.
I'm making some relevancy here. If I'm correct, you gave Ponyville a terrible case of food poisoning a few months back.
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance to how this applies to Miss Dash's alleged speeding.
Because she was speeding from the bakery where she got food poisoning cupcakes and brought them to Ponyville. All right?
Your Honor, will this be permissible?
I'll allow it.
All right. So, my question, Ms. Dash, why go so fast? Why disregard the speed limits? And why do you have this hatred burning inside of you to give food poisoning to Ponyville and potentially run through traffic signs where our little fillies walk from school to church houses? Why?
Objection, speculation, lacks personal knowledge, and improper form of question.
All right, Ratio, you fell off.
Well, if I can answer your question.
Go ahead.
Well, first of all, I'm Rainbow Dash, and I feel that sometimes the laws of, speeding tickets don't apply to me.
The laws of the speeding tickets do not apply.
I am a Wonderbolt, and I am gonna go fast.
Can I get someone to repeat that to me? We wrote that down. What did she just say? The laws
do not apply.
Wow. Where are we again? A house of law? I do believe we just had her condemn herself.
Let me finish. This man be putting words in my mouth. Well, anyway, I'm a Wonderbolt, as you can see. I have my flying license, I have everything, and I know you guys have been trying to track me down for months for this one speeding ticket. I know, yes, it is my fault that every time I did not come to court, stuff like that. It's because I am busy with the Wonderbolts.
Okay. So you admit that you did have a speeding ticket, that you avoided coming to courts.
That is not what I said.
No, I believe that's what you said. I do believe that Rainbow Dash here is tying her own noose as far as I'm concerned, as far as her admitting to the speeding ticket, admitting to speeding, and the Wonderbolt. What kind of excuse is that? A poor one to me. I imagine many of us would like to get to places faster, to our, baptisms, to our, MLP pony premieres. But we follow the law. We go slowly because what happens when you speed? People die. And Rainbow Dash has probably hit a few fillies along the way to her Wonderbolt lessons. Probably drunk. So...
Well, excuse you. I have never flown drunk or I have never flown impaired, okay? Mm-hmm. This was the one singular time where I did not see that Pegasus behind that cloud, okay?
What?
Wait, what?
You clipped that Pegasus, did you not?
I did not clip that Pegasus.
You left that Pegasus on the ground, bleeding out. And if I'm correct, you are leaving Applejack's farm with about 7 ciders thrown back into you. Because you have a cider addiction problem. Ladies and gentlemen, this isn't just a speeding ticket.
That's true.
She's inebriated right now. A drunk driver who clipped a filly.
Driver? What is she driving? What is she driving?
For our first witness, I would like to call Saberspark.
What's that?
For my first witness, I'd like to call Saberspark.
Oh boy! I heard that.
Earlier during your questioning, you testified that you knew that Miss Dash, or you've alleged that Miss Dash has a cider addiction problem.
Yes.
Do you recall that?
I do.
Isn't it true that you only know that because you were at the bar drinking with her yourself?
Oh!
Yes. I'm not the one who was speeding while drinking.
And you were keeping up with her drink for drink, weren't you?
I was, but I called home an Uber.
Isn't it true that because of how much you had to drink, your memory might be a bit clouded as to what you recall?
No, the only one in the clouds is Rainbow Dash. Pegasus. All right?
So is it your suggestion that because she drank as much as you, she's impaired but you're not?
Objection, speculation. Speculation and also tolerance levels, all right? She's a lightweight, I'm not.
So you're saying you're an alcoholic?
I outdrank you at the bar.
All right?
Now then, no further questions for you, Mr. Spark. Ms. Dash.
Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I mean, sorry.
Sir.
Yes. Sorry, Your Honor.
You said you didn't clip a Pegasus behind the cloud.
No.
And the prosecution has tried to allege that you have killed fillies with your speed? Has that happened?
That is not true.
Outside of perhaps a sonic rain boom, which in the 2 times that it's happened has been instrumental in the development of Equestria, has your flying caused any significant property damage?
It's never caused any significant property damage, but yes, I do admit that sometimes I do go a little too fast, okay?
Well, now let me say a little too fast. Is that, do you ever feel out of control as you're flying at speed?
No, because if you're talking in the sense that I have been flying impaired, no.
And how about just in control of what you're able to do?
If I'm able to do a sonic rain boom at this amount of time, then I have no problem in my flying skills.
Do you believe that flying the way you do is safe?
No, I will admit that.
I mean, are you safe when you're flying?
Yes, I am.
Do you believe you are of full faculties of your mind while you're flying?
Where is this going?
Is he a prosecution of the
I'm trying to
defense?
say that you're doing all right. You should be able to do it.
Thank you. But no, I feel completely fine. I am a great flyer.
And perhaps you can answer this one final question for me. Where in Ponyville, or Equestria for that matter, have you ever seen a speed limit sign?
Oh,
That is a good point.
Objection, why is everyone looking at me?
I ain't looking at you. I've been looking at Saberspark.
Are you asking me?
Ms. Dash,
Yes.
are you aware of any speed limit signs in Ponyville or Equestria?
No, because now that I think about it, that night when I was drinking, there was a
Stop talking about the drinking!
Sorry. But that night, there was an entire sign planted in those clouds.
I rest. Well, no further questions at this point.
Closing statements?
Closing statements.
Go ahead if you think you can.
So, no, they don't see any speed limit signs, and yet we know Rainbow Dash flies fast. A history of sonic rain booms like that. And I do believe that the speeds are codified, and that ignorance of the law does not excuse violation of it. And that we are here enforcing that law. So in that totally other case, I'm totally not being a hypocrite.
yes, you are.
And so I put to you that this pony who has admitted to having a speeding ticket, has admitted to flying under inebriation, has said she feels safe flying but doesn't know about everybody else, I would argue that the accused has basically condemned herself. She likes to go fast. Well, you know what? We all do, but we don't always do it because we respect the law, we respect the safety of our fellows, and we look out for one another. Can you say the same, Miss Dash?
Objection. This is closing argument. Questions are over.
It was rhetorical. I put to you, ponies of the jury, that we must hold Miss Dash accountable for the safety of Equestria and for our fillies and colts. Thank you.
I agree that ignorance of the law is not an excuse. At the same time, the prosecution has failed to show what the speed limit is and how Ms. Dash is alleged to have violated it on this particular instance. Yes, they have talked about rain booms. Yes, they've talked about speed on other occasions, but where, anywhere in their case, did they talk about the speed for this citation? They didn't. Furthermore, I think we would all agree that being accused of a crime is not the same thing as being guilty of a crime. The fact that she has received a ticket, which has brought her here today, is proof of nothing other than that these people have accused her of having done something. That is not sufficient to convict someone. The fact that they say it, they need to prove it. That is their burden of proof, and they have not met it in this case. Ms. Dash stands accused of nothing more than simple speeding. Forget the rainbows, forget the alleged inebriation. They have not proven at all. Your job is simple, to decide if they've proven their case, and I put to you that they have not. Rainbow Dash is a safe flyer, has demonstrated on multiple occasions, and I really appreciate that she was willing to be here today to show you all the kind of pony that she truly is. Yes. With that, I put to you that they have not met their burden and that the only reasonable verdict is not guilty in this case. Thank you.
Okay, jury. Those in favor of Rainbow Dash? Those not in favor?
It's actually the other way.
Let's go backwards.
Said it backwards?
Close enough.
As in, like, is she guilty or is she innocent? So is she guilty?
Yeah, guilty? Innocent. Rainbow Dash is innocent.
Okay. The correct term is not guilty.
If I have one more question to interject just before I leave the Justice of Council I got right here. How many bits is a speeding ticket? It was never stated.
You're not guilty. Oh! You're not guilty. You're not guilty.
He's guilty. It's now.
Let's go.
Go. Grave miscarriage of justice.
Fly, you fool!
Get out of here. It's Philly A-Train.
All right, our next case is Pinkie Pie is suing Izzy Moonbow for copyright infringement.
Oh, this is. So,
Pinkie Pie is suing Izzy Moonbow for copyright infringement.
so the plaintiff, the defendant.
Of course.
Opening statements from the prosecution.
My Little Pony. My Little Pony. We've all seen Generation 4 of My Little Pony, and who out there loves Generation 4? Here today, we have dear Pinkie Pie from Generation 4 of My Little Pony, who is dealing with an imposter. Izzy Moonbow has shown up on the scene in Generation 5, claiming to be different. But I think we all see what's happening here. Izzy Moonbow is not only pulling copyrighted material from this pony right here,
How?
but is also thieving the identity of one Pinkie Pie. And we will prove that here today.
Ponies of the jury, you may or may not be familiar with the term unicycling. It is the process in which a unicorn recycles the old to give birth to the new, to the restored, to take something old and tired and, dare I say, worn out.
Jesus!
And to create something new in an adjective. Our client, Izzy Moonbow, took the old, added her own spin, and created a derivative work. Something unique and wonderful in its own right, with only a passing resemblance to what has come before. And might we add that what has come before came before in G3.
Oh my God.
So we posit to you that under the copyright law, a derivative work is its own material. It's not claim ownership of the old, but it is instead fully in possession of the new.
My legal counsel is transformative, not derivative.
Transformative. We transformative and roll out.
I understood that
And
reference.
so we posit to you that this is a complete falsehood and an attempt to get back into the spotlight by one Pie Pinkie. A last desperate grab at attention.
Giant pie.
Even the burden of proof is on our side. Our first witness will be Pinkie Pie herself. Your Honor, are you feeling okay?
I think so?
Where'd that come from?
I don't know.
I don't
Miss Pie,
Proceed.
do you believe it's fair to say that you came before Izzy over here?
I'm Pinkie Pie. I'm the original party pony. I was the first party pony.
And what do you believe typifies your personality as the original party pony?
I like balloons, I like laughing, and most importantly, I'm silly. I'm a silly goose.
And these are the characteristics that make you, Miss Pinkamena Diane Pie, unique, correct?
Correct.
Now, why do you believe Izzy has copied you?
Izzy is quite silly. Quite a silly pony. Super silly. Izzy doesn't even credit me even a little bit from her silliness. I came so long before you, 1,000 years.
Unicorn.
And to that, I have one thing to say.
Uh-oh.
What?
Me too.
Objection, she didn't put a hashtag before that.
Good night, everybody. I'd like to introduce Exhibit A. The distinction is, the similarity is uncanny. Wouldn't you agree?
No.
No.
I have to say no. It is not.
Mine's real.
Where's my can of beans when I need it?
God.
You know what? I think I've made my case. It's your turn to go ahead and prove why this is distinct.
Miss Pinkie Pie, right? Miss Pie, what are you claiming here exactly? What are you trying to get at? What is your angle? I'm curious. Can you just reiterate this to me again?
Were you not listening earlier?
Say it again for the court. One more time. Why are we here? What is she trying to achieve?
That Izzy has violated her copyright, obviously.
How so?
Yeah, prove it.
How so? I would like some proof here.
By stealing.
I see some stark contrast. Pink hair, blue hair, the horn. Last I checked, there wasn't a trademark on being silly.
Yes, a
If that's the case,
recoloring makes you completely different.
You're quite guilty of a few things myself. I mean, you want to know who's really silly?
You?
Goofy from Disney is pretty silly. Has he taken you to court recently? No. To trademark, it's like trademarking the term cleanliness, you know? That's public domain. Silly is public domain. It sounds like you want a monopoly on what is funny and silly and partying. What kind of world is that? Who wants to pay residuals and royalties to Miss Pie here for being silly? That's like putting a price on being happy. I don't want that life. I don't want that world. This case is ridiculous. We should be thrown out immediately. Because if it does go through, because it's a precedent, it's terrifying to think that other folks can be like, I'm a sad pony, therefore, if there's another sad pony down the line, I can sue them, take them to court, and actually win. No, that's a dangerous precedent.
Your Honor, I object. There was no question pending, and I move that entire diatribe and litany of speech be stricken from the record.
Your client doesn't even know what diatribe means, all right?
It's that channel on YouTube that talks about cars.
All right. I believe, Miss Pie, I want to ask you this, all right? You had a son, did you not?
This may be true.
This may be true. With, cheese sandwich, correct?
Correct.
He's a pretty silly party pony, is he not?
Who's not silly?
He's a silly guy, right? He likes to do parties, right? Answer the question, Miss Pie.
Objection, Your Honor. Counsel is badgering the witness and is...
I'm not a badger, I'm a pony.
Cheese sandwich gives me credit.
Cheese sandwich, a party pony who is silly, and you also had a child with him. It sounds like this entire copyright infringement is only convenient when you can take it from the hard-working hooves of those who are doing transformative art, and yet I think it's more of a pride thing for you to run them out of town.
Objection, speculation.
Every single balloon at a cheese sandwich party, at the bottom it says, Pinkie Pie, copyright symbol.
Can I see that evidence? Oh, so, where's the proof? That's just hearsay as far as I'm concerned. So,
Have you ever been to a cheese sandwich
that is my
party?
point. I think it's quite rich that you are bringing Miss Izzy here, who's trying to make a name for herself in a very just and safe and legal way, and yet you are in bed with a man. Weird Al. Pony, weird pony. And yet you have the audacity to take my client and drag her name to the mud when you are... I can't even think of it. With your husband and your child? How dare you? I've made my point. All these parents are leaving the room right now. Get out of here.
Izzy Moonbow.
Yes.
Are you silly pony?
I am silly, but I bet there's at least like 4 people on the jury who are also silly. Woo, right there.
Do you have any inspirations for your silliness?
Well, I grew up kind of alone in a tree, so not many.
No. You obviously have made an impact so far in your generation, which has taken place many generations after one Pinkie Pie. Is that correct?
It is indeed after.
I don't know.
It is. And you claim to be a unicorn. Is that right?
I am indeed a unicorn, yes.
Yes.
Unicorn.
Now, is Pinkie Pie a unicorn?
No,
Then what is Pinkie Pie?
an earth pony.
Do we know that?
Yes.
Because haven't there been many times during Generation 4 where we have all questioned just what is Pinkie Pie? Moments where items come out of the air, almost like magic.
Bing bong. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Order.
And yet, Miss Pie here did not say bing bong. Think about that, all right?
It's a generational thing.
Okay.
One last question. Izzy, what color is the sweater you're wearing?
Purple.
That looks more pink than purple.
Is it?
Yes.
And what kind of color is close to purple?
Blue.
The other direction.
Objection. It was stated in the court, gold and white dress v. Blue and black, and we can't tell the difference.
Yeah. Sit down.
No further questions.
All right.
Closing statements.
Despite my comments at the beginning of this trial, I have nothing but great respect for Miss Pie. For 9 seasons, she was a source of laughter, comfort, and support for both mares, stallions, colts, and fillies. But does she own that ability? Is it unique only to her, and is everyone to come after denied based on that? I think not. For what greater crime is there than to destroy the new before it's even given a chance? That's what we call a chilling effect. It's the entire reason why a work that is derived must still be protected. Miss Boombo is a creator. She is energetic like Miss Pie. She is super friendly like Miss Pie. She may be a physical danger to those around her like Miss Pie. But she does not hold grand parties. She helps contribute to town parties. She does not hold secret pie lair. She has her gallery. She does not bake all day. She unicycles, taking junk and what we would call garbage and turn it into something beautiful? Would you stamp out that creative spirit? Would you undo the possible future and the good that she can do for others simply because we're holding tightly to one who has come before, is worthy of celebration, but is not worthy of a monopoly, of shutting down all who may walk a similar path? I ask you members of the jury to defend the new, to honor innovation, and to stand firm that joy is not exclusive to one.
I too defend the new and I defend the unique, and that's not what we have here.
If I may, actually, I do believe there's actually a way we could resolve this.
I'm listening.
I think what we have in store here is a silly off. Am I correct?
Izzy Moonbow, I challenge you to a silly off!
I have guns.
Well, if my client's,
Oh boy!
hey, if my client's okay with it, let's
Bailiff,
go.
I thought you removed these weapons
anyway,
from the
start
courtroom,
blasting.
but no, they've got Nerf guns.
Again, Mr. Spark, the magic we spoke of.
Right. All right, a silly off. 10 paces. There we go. All right, 1, 2, 3. Shoot, I guess. No. All right, everybody wins. Yay. All right, we have one more trial left. Let's see if we. I think Pinkie Pie and Izzy, I think you all settled your matters like gentlemen with guns. Very good. Let's hear it for the Gospels, by the way. Step to Harvey's been the Valentine held out. We have one last trial.
A speed trial.
It's a speed trial.
Real quick, I have a video.
Speed trial. This is going to be very fast. It's like a Las Vegas trial.
All right, yeah, it's a speed trial. I mean, Rainbow Dash is involved. She's getting divorced with Applejack.
All right, we are prosecuting Applejack. And our client is Applejack. Applejack is our.
Rainbow Dash.
Welcome back, Miss Dash. Good to see you again.
Wait, what?
Rainbow Dash is divorcing Applejack.
I'm gonna go first. All right, opening statement here. Applejack, hardworking horse. All right, as I said before, a pillar of the community. She works hard. This other one is a speeding demon who admitted to drinking and driving. As far as I'm concerned, Miss Jack here should get everything. Rainbow Dash's cloud house. She should be stripped of all honors. I do believe that Rainbow Dash is a terrible person who should be thrown in jail. Well, Applejack here is loyal. This one, let me tell you, she's honest. The loyal one here actually isn't that loyal. She lies all the time. This one's honest. This one knows what she's talking about. This one should get everything, and the children.
And the children. What more do you want, Applejack?
Such a long-winded statement, Mr. Spark. I can do an opening statement in 10 seconds flat.
Yeah, that's what your wife said.
Oh! Start the clock over again. Come on, give me a fair chance here. My client is Rainbow Dash, and you know what? As a pony, she has the right to live and be with any pony she chooses to. She wishes to take advantage of that opportunity and part ways with Applejack, and that is her right, and I expect you will find it in her favor. Thank you. How did I do on time?
10 seconds full.
Yeah, right.
Miss Dash, how many days out of the week do you work as Wonderbolt?
It's a lot of hours.
It's a lot of hours, but how many days? How old those hours?
I would say around 5 days a week. Around more like 60 hours.
Okay. Miss Applejack, how many days out of the week do you work?
Never sing.
I work 7, but I just want to let you know I'm a wonderful wife 7 days out of the week as I'm working.
So, being a wonderful wife and a wonderful worker, she puts in far more effort. Therefore, is she not entitled to more during these proceedings? To receive fair compensation for all the effort she's put into this relationship?
She's entitled to financial.
I control the goddamn
You control everything. First of all, let you know it is Applejack.
I saw her. You saw that. She hit my clients.
I did not
Double jeopardy.
hit her.
Order!
Order! Say alphabetical order, but it was Applejack
stay down. Applejack, don't. We're sharing this.
Only Jews care about her.
Terry!
All right.
He's complained before.
You think you can bring your client into this courtroom?
Now listen here.
Listen here. Everybody.
Order!
Take this rainbow trash to the dumpster.
This man has something against Bear.
Order! John, I haven't seen that in a while.
As far as I'm concerned, all right, Applejack's the breadwinner. She works hard.
No.
She's the one who has more to lose from this rainbow trash.
Listen here! I will not be taking the slander from our client.
Thank you.
All right, I want to bring up two merits counselors right now. Pinkie Pie and Izzy Moonball, get up here. Friendship, marriage, ship. All right? Applejack.
Can we amend this? Can we save this marriage? Probably not. Can we try?
That's why we're here.
No.
Rainbow Dash, I think if you apologize to your wife, maybe we can save something here, okay?
No.
Applejack, maybe if you apologize to your wife, we could save something here.
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
Izzy, is there anything that we can do?
Do you guys love each other? Please look into each other's eyes. I think that's all I need.
Your Honor, we rest our case.
You know what? You've shown me the rainbow of my ways multiple times. And I'm just there's a little less color in the world without you. It's alright. Apples don't taste the same without you, my love. Whenever I crunch into one, it just... You truly are the apple of my eye.
Hey, we're still getting paid, right? Yeah, we done!
No more divorce!
Apple ciders are on us. All right, that's Cartoon Court, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody who's in here. Thank you so much.
I've never read this fan fiction before. Hold on, I need to go to AO3 real quick.
Did you all have fun with Cartoon Court? We have to give a massive round of applause for all of our cosplayers up here. Step to harmony, everybody.
Thank you, Judge Marilio, to our bailiff, Sarah, Panama Matt, an actual lawyer, AC Ray's President, Silver Quill, I'm Saber Spark. Thank you for joining us for Cartoon Court. Have a wonderful convention, folks. Thank you again.